Hello everyone and welcome back to the Technology of Beauty, where I have the opportunity to interview the movers and shakers of the beauty business, and today is no exception. Today we have the opportunity to interview Dr. Bucky. Lou is not only a friend, a colleague, he's a great guy, a very accomplished surgeon. He has multiple offices and he's been in this business for almost as long as I have. Lou, thank you very much for joining us
Thanks
today.
for having me, Grant.
Now, before we get started, we're here at the Aesthetic Innovation Summit 2022. You've been up on stage, and we've been having a great time here at AIS. And thank you for coming to AIS.
It's my pleasure. Honor to be here. It's a uniquely engaging forum for docs and industry together to try and speak about what helps patients and to evaluate both how it gives physicians a voice to see how industry can help our patients, because we have a unique opportunity to know what patients really want. Industry never crosses that border between the physician and patient relationship, and so it's something that we hold on to ourselves, that when we look at industry present stuff that they think would be good for our patients, we're still the final pathway, and I love listening to that and having input.
And the smart ones recognize that. We also have capital here. We have the financial capital, the horsepower.
Yes.
So
probably partly part of while we advocate for patients, we typically don't get in front of people who have capital. We don't get in front of people who can make decisions on what's provided and what's not. And so this forum is uniquely good. You had a great idea when you started it, and it's getting better every year.
That's fantastic. Now, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Plastic surgeon in Philadelphia, been in practice, it'll be 25 years this year. I have 4 offices in Philadelphia and do a lot of facial, breast surgery, but also, like yourself, have had the good fortune to be involved with industry, innovation and development of new products, and most importantly, new services that help patients, bring plastic surgery to patients and make plastic surgery better for patients.
Yeah, that's what's great. And it's really a pleasure working with you. Tell us a little bit about the Exact product to start.
The Exact is a very interesting device that we have had the opportunity to work together with that allows, there's a big trend in facial surgery to make things less invasive. And plastic surgery is kind of an interesting area where there's surgery, and then there's the fillers, which are non-invasive, and there's nothing in between. There's no minimally invasive area where other specialties have that. And the Exact device is a minimally invasive device that allows us to move tissues, the neck, the mid-face, through very small incisions and very gentle process that can make patients look better without the recovery, without general anesthesia, and it's filling a void in plastic surgery that patients will benefit from.
That's terrific. And how many patients have you done it on approximately?
Between Dr. Godick and myself, we've done 377 patients, presenting it at Hot Topics tomorrow.
Yes, that's right.
The young person's neck who isn't as tight as it used to be and isn't ready for a facelift is an ideal patient. The patient who's had a facelift and doesn't want to go through a full other one, but their neck's getting lax, ideal patient. Patient who's having volume loss and is tired of having fillers, or the fillers aren't working as well, mid-face to a small incision, ideal patient. And so there are a lot of them out there that benefit from Exact.
No question. There are a lot of people that don't want a full facelift, but they want to look their very best.
Yes.
Okay, you were talking about Patient Fi earlier. Why don't you tell us a little bit about Patient Fi? What is it? Who's it good for? How's it helping the industry? So
Patient Fi is a fintech company that has been was evolved to become the friendly way for patients to finance surgery. Not everybody can afford to have the surgery that they need or want to improve the quality of their life. There are others out there that finance both surgery and other things that if charge high interest rates, charge the doc a lot of money to be able to do that. And if patients are late in their payments, it can be, very painful. So there was an opportunity to set up a finance company that was both friendly for the doctor provider and friendly for the patient who is the borrower, and it's called Patient Fi. and we set up terms that make things much easier. We understand the journey that patients go through, and one of the anxieties or limitations is, can I afford this? So instead of coming out of pocket with a lot of money, you can do it on a monthly basis. There is protection in terms of your creditability, your ability to pay, and if you are late, we can work with you. It's not as penal. And we're even moving into the space of fillers and injectables so that you could set up an annual plan for $99 a month or $85 a month. And the beauty of that is, if you think about Botox and fillers and Dysport and the other neurotoxins, instead of getting one treatment, waiting for it to go away, then calling the office for another, and then so your appearance kind of goes like this, up and down. If you set up an annual plan and you set up your appointments, you will never look off. You will always look good. You will always stay up to date with your treatments. And it's a way to do it in a fashion that is affordable and consistent, which is great for the doc because he doesn't have to re-engage, and it's even better for the patient who always looks good. We call it ageless beauty. And this company has been started and developed with the input of docs, invested originally by physicians, and has a team that's fantastic, understands the journey what patients go through.
So it's like lease payments on a car, right?
In many ways. In many ways.
They budget for it.
Yes.
And I'm sure everyone likes that, but I'm sure the millennials especially love that. I've seen some statistics about the percentage of people who actually do budget for and pay monthly payments.
Yes,
and various things. The cars and so forth.
Millennials are the millennials are sort of the key of buy now, pay later.
Yeah.
But the other piece to this is it puts you on a budget. It doesn't do hard credit checks, so your credit score doesn't get injured by it. Again, we have set up the friendliest process for both patients and physicians.
I want to stress that there's no hard credit check. So if you do this and you see if you're qualified, it's not a ding against your credit. The other nice thing about this is patients such as yourself or your patients can do this before they come in to see you or before you come in to see the physician. So you can literally go online, you can find out if you qualify before you walk in and see the physician. So that's kind of nice to know. Yes. A lot of people don't know, but they are credit worthy for this type of thing, be it Botox, filler, or even breast augmentation and so forth. And you partnered with Allergan recently and others.
100%.
And that facilitates, and it's good for the patient, it's good for the doctor, it's good for industry. So
yes,
I applaud what you've done.
Thank you. And the beauty is today you don't need to just look at FICO scores. Some people are able to make payments looking at their financial capabilities in ways that are different than what we used to do. We have merged the barrier between the thinking of banks or lenders and the thinking of patients, the borrowers, and used our experience in plastic surgery and healthcare, dentistry, ophthalmology, to merge that and allow it to happen. And so I think that it is a very patient-friendly, affordable way for patients to get the care they want in a fashion that limits the anxiety of, can I afford it?
There you have it. Well, thank you very much, Dr. Bucky, for coming
Brett,
here.
As usual. Always nice to be with you.
Yeah, it's great to see you, bro.